Yo, what up, everybody? This your boy Food Junkie coming at you with another video. And today I'm on my way to work. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. Talk a little mess, have a little fun, converse back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me company. Hopefully I keep you entertained. Today I'm gonna come at you and talk about a couple things: illegal versus immoral, and censorship. I'm gonna tie those things in together. You know how I do it. So let's talk about it. There's been a lot going on these YouTube streets. There has been a whole lot going on these YouTube streets. People have been threatening, yelling, screaming, cussing out, dragging, snatching, all kind of things on these YouTube streets. People have been saying, oh, don't talk about my kids. People have been lying about people talk about their kids. People have been hypocritical and talking about children. You know, people have been playing victim. People have been up in an uproar because what someone said about someone else's child, or perceived what someone said about someone else's child. And people are using demographics, or geographics, I should say, well, both demographics and geographics, as to why people don't play with certain topics and things like that. Is it really about that? What is all this really about? Now, I always say in my videos, what you can do may not be necessarily what you should do. What you should do may not be what you actually will do. You know, people are up in an uproar with this whole kids are off limits things, and I totally agree with that. But the caveat is, if you bring your child onto YouTube, if you put your child in the middle of grown-up beefs, you put your child in the middle of a YouTube beef. So therefore, your child could be drugged by anybody. Point blank, period. Get mad if you want, like it if you won't. Well, it's not. I don't really care one way or the other. It is what it is. It's not my job to care more about what your child did than you do. It's not my job to take care of people's children. It's their job to. Now, if I choose to assist, I don't mind assisting. I've done that. I do that in my real life. But back to the immoral versus illegal thing. Someone said something about your child after you said something to them. It may be immoral, but it's not illegal. It may be immoral, but it's not illegal. I'm not going to fault a person for defending themselves the way they want to defend themselves. I'm not going to fault someone for doing what they must do if it's not illegal to get you up off them. Now doxing, now lying, now being deceptive and malicious in the hopes to harm someone or take away someone's lifestyle or take away someone's money, to me, that's illegal and immoral. You need to ask yourself which one is which. Which one is worse? Is it bad because someone mentions someone else's child and drugs someone else's child? Or is it bad that someone defended themselves by bringing up or mentioning your child? Which one's worse? To me, there's not one worse thing than the other. They're both wrong. If you're gonna say one, if you're gonna say one is wrong, like I said, it's not for me to judge anything. I can't tell you how to defend yourself. I can't tell you what to get mad at. I can tell you, if you're gonna get mad at something, make sure you haven't done the same thing ever. Because as you know, yesterday, a lot of receipts have been issued. A lot of information have been disseminated. A lot of things have been shown that a lot of these people who are crying about you talking about my kids have done the exact same thing. And the reason why you guys aren't saying anything about it or doing anything about it or being up in uproar is because it was said about people that you may not too particularly care for whatever reason. So don't be a hypocrite. Stop acting like you are this victim or you are this advocate for all child safety, because you're not. When it was involving Sean Bradley, you was up in an uproar. When it was involving VS, you was in an uproar. When it was involving Rita, you wasn't in an uproar. When it was involving Fibe, some of you wasn't in an uproar. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden now, months down the line, because you're upset now, it's your mad day today, you're in an uproar about it. Stop it. You look silly, you sound silly, and all these threats that you're dishing out, all these scenarios that you're dishing out, all these situations that you're dishing out, for real, Aren't you too fucking old to be doing that? Really? Aren't you too old to be doing that? Ridiculous to me. And also, what about the fact that people are threatening people when I come to your city while one person is beating you down, I'm blowing out your kneecaps? Is that not wrong? Immoral and illegal? I'm confused. So all this higher moral, what is moral high ground that y'all want to pretend you guys have, you don't have anything, and you're sounding stupid. You're looking silly. People are exposing themselves and being exposed by others, but yet y'all choose not to look at it and not to look at it clearly. Now, if this was an innocent person just randomly picked who have done nothing wrong on these YouTube streets, I can see the uproar and outrage. But you are defending people who have knowingly deceived, lied, stolen from people on these YouTube streets, have done all these things in hopes to getting over on someone. And it's just not one person, it's several people. Several of these all of a sudden outraged people. It's funny to me. It's funny because it's ridiculous to me. And all this talk about, oh, let's go flag this person's channel, let's take down this person's channel, this person doesn't deserve a channel. For real? When did you become the moral police? When did you become the person that can say what is right and what is wrong? Because if people was to have judged you based on your past, what don't you deserve? If people were to judge you based on what you've done previously, what don't you deserve? And you wonder why certain people are always in the same predicaments, why certain people are always in the state of confusion and turmoil in their life, where they're constantly always asking for something. I won't say begging because that's kind of rude, but always asking for something, always need a hand out. Ask yourself, is it your karma that is coming back to bite you because of what you've done previously in your life? I'm just asking questions for a friend. Because y'all with these high moral standards now, all of a sudden, today I should say, because now all of a sudden you don't have high moral standards, but today you want to play like you have high moral standards when you have been doing dirt and putting dirt on people's name for years, and you're constantly in a state of turmoil. Ask yourself, why am I constantly in a state of turmoil? And you can play the, oh, well, this is a test before the testimony card if you want to. But you know what you've done wrong in your life and why karma is biting you in the ass every day. Why you got to struggle every day. Why you got to constantly ask for help every day. You know what you've done in your life. I don't, because personally, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't really care. Because it's unimportant. Because it doesn't affect my life personally. I know what I do and my intent and what I do and say. It's not malicious. It's only to disseminate information. Now, you want to sit here and act like you all of a sudden this moral person who have done nothing wrong in your entire life. I admit, I am not perfect. I don't proclaim to be perfect. I will make mistakes. I will say things that will get you upset. I will say things that have people not like me. But guess what? There's no malicious intent in what I say or do. I'm not a malicious person. Even when I disagree with people, well, it's not. I try to disagree with them in a respectful way. Or until I don't, I should say. Now, you can't walk around here, run around here, trying to get people's channels taken down or flagged because you don't like what they have done, what they do, how they have done it. And expect the universe and the energy that you put out do not come back at you. See, that's why some of you are living in a hot box with a box fan. So that's why some of you are living in an empty home. That's why some of you are living, hand to mouth. Paycheck to paycheck. Having your life struggles blasted all across these YouTube streets. Not only because you are blasting across these YouTube streets, because it's the universe telling you to calm the fuck down and sit your ass down somewhere. Stop trying to be the moral police. Stop trying to be the person to tell people what they can and cannot do, how they should or should not do things. You live your life, as Sean Bradley said. I hate to say this man's name again, not in a bad way, because people use his name way too much, but run your race. Stop trying to compete with everyone on YouTube and learn how to run your own race. What is meant for you is meant for you. No one, even yourself, can't take that away from you. Learn how to run your own race. Learn how to do for yourself, and learn to accept what is meant for you. Not everyone is meant for greatness. You were meant to be the best person that you were meant to be. Search that out and be that. Stop looking for people to hand you stuff or give you stuff or help you out. Well, it's not. Learn how to help yourself out. Learn how to cherish and appreciate. Not just say you appreciate it, but truly, in your heart of heart, in your soul of souls, learn how to appreciate things. Learn how to value things. I hear a lot of people on this YouTube thing say, oh, they give back. Are you giving back in expectancy? Which means, are you giving in expecting to get something in return? Or are you truly giving from your heart and your soul? Are you giving because you want somebody to have it and you know that they need it? Or are you giving because you think that if I give to you, I'm gonna get tenfold in return? See, it's your understanding, your intent in which your life is being played out right now. That's how I know, regardless of how sweet some people are, how gentle and nice some people may choose to use their words or frame their own words and things like that, I know that your intent is not good, because your life shows that. You are living your intent right now. You are living within your intent right now. It is being shown to all of us what your intentions are, what your intentions have always been. And if it's selfish, it will show. If it is something that you are doing just because you think it's going to help you get to the next level, it's going to show. Your life is going to show that. Your life is going to reflect that. Stop worrying about what someone else is doing and having and saying, well, it's not, and worry about what you need to do, say, in order for you to prosper, in order for you to move forward within what you need to do, within the true self and being that you were meant to be. I always say, be who you're meant to be and be that. Search it out and be that. Search out who God meant for you to be, how God meant for you to be, and respond and act. And be that. Be that in its fullest form. Be that in the most purest form. And when you're walking around here saying people shouldn't have a channel, or people shouldn't do this, people shouldn't do that, who are you to judge anyone? Like I said, based on your previous history, what don't you deserve? And is your life right now, today, your karma? You ever think about that? Have you ever thought about the fact that the way you're living today, right now, is the karma based on what you have done previously? That's why you don't have. That's why you have not. My eyes. Oh, shit. Y'all don't have no sense. I don't have no sense whatsoever. But yeah, do you ever think that the reason why you're living hand to mouth, dollar to dollar, is because what you've done previously in your life? I'm just asking a question, because I see the same people who have done things, who do things, complaining about stuff, and who's not really truly moving forward. You may be getting views and clicks. You may be getting larger numbers. Well, it's not based on this YouTube thing. But what do your morals look like based on this YouTube thing? What have you shown us morally? What have you shown us about your integrity? What have you shown us about the way that you live and how you live and why you live? What have you shown us there? The main people that you are trying to put down, the main people that you're trying to go against, are the ones who are thriving in life, in real life. The ones who can turn off these YouTube cameras and be okay financially, and be okay spiritually, morally. A lot of y'all can't say that. A lot of y'all cannot say, if I stop YouTube today and my last AdSense check comes next month on the 22nd, I will be okay in October. I'll be okay in November. I'll be okay in December. I'll be okay next year. And years from now, if I never turn on a YouTube camera again. See, I don't care about you guys saying, oh, well, I don't mind asking for stuff. You should, if you need it, if you want it, a closed mouth don't get fed. So yes, you should ask for it. But stop trying to take this moral high ground and play this role as if I've done nothing wrong in my life. So therefore, if someone does something wrong, well, it's not. They can't be forgiven for it. So they don't deserve any type of peace or solace or any type of forgiveness. Because if you believe in God the way you say you believe in God, a lot of you, what would God do? What would God say? Will God be pleased with your works? Oh shit. Will God be pleased with your works? Will God be pleased with how you are moving right now? Would God be truly and genuinely pleased with how you move, how you're moving? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever asked yourself those questions? What type of conversation are you having with yourself? Inspired by what God will want from you, what God expects from you. Don't worry about what man expects from you, because we don't care. We don't have anything to do with your soul or your spirit or your mortality. Ask yourselves the questions. What am I doing today that is pleasing to God? And if all my actions as pure as I want people to believe that they are? I'm just asking questions, you guys. And y'all know I'm not a person that's trying to nitpick at one specific person. It's about situations. That's why I haven't mentioned any names. And if you feel like you have been hit or spoken to in this video, it's because you have been. I don't apologize for what I say. Have I ever apologized in any one of my videos based on what I said to someone? I think once. Out of over 300 videos, I apologized once to one person. Not because what I said, but because how I said it is a difference. Because what I said, I meant. And what I mean, I say. But I could have delivered it in a better tone, in a better way. Yeah, y'all really need to start checking yourselves. This morality or this moral high ground that y'all think y'all have, or these, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Everyone here is grown. Everyone on here has to answer for their own actions. Just like you have to answer for your actions. Just like you're answering for your actions of the past in your present, and you'll continue to answer for it in the future. Stop trying to judge everybody. Stop wanting everybody to be what you want them to be, and allow them to be themselves. And if they think they made a mistake, they'll handle it the way they need to handle it. It's not up to you to tell any grown-up who and how they need to handle a situation. And for all of you on here threatening people, stop that, please. You know as well as I do, you're not willing to do what you say you're willing to do. We both know you're not willing to do what you say that you're willing to do. I don't care how hard or how loud or how rough you say it, how much inflection you put in your voice as you're saying it. We both know you're not willing and able to do what you said you're going to do. Because if the people in your life are so important as you say they are, why would you want them to be without you? Does that make sense? Why would you want someone that you love so much that you're willing to risk your life for to be without you, without finding a better way of doing it? Let's be smart, people. Critical thinking is what I started on, which is what I always am speaking on. Thinking, acting, reading, speaking, writing critically. Please invest in some critical thinking skills. That's all I'm asking of you. You're not making any sense when you say that, you're willing to die and kill for people in your life, or for certain people or it's not. Come on now, for real? Are you really? Are you really? Okay. Stop threatening people. All of you, stop threatening people. Busting out people's kneecaps. Some people that you're going to go to their city, to handle them, to telling people that you're want them to come to your city so they can be jumped and handled by you and whoever else that you choose to get together. Come on now, stop that. Aren't we too old for that? I said you the first time, but aren't we too old for that? Now y'all know I'm an artist and I love steak dinners. Y'all thought I forgot. I don't forget anything. Yes, I am an artist and I love steak dinners. But at the same time, am I capable of having a nice little bloody steak dinner? Oh yes. Am I capable of creating beautiful art, be it gory or not? Oh yes, I am. I'm honest with myself to know that I am able to do that. Am I going to go out of my way to do so? No. I have too much going on in my life to lose that based on some nonsense foolery over someone that I do not know and care little to nothing about. And more than likely was not, they have nothing going on. They have nothing going on in their life. So why would I ruin my life to prove a point to someone who have nothing at all going on in their life whatsoever? So this whole thing about, let's flex on the channel, that's censorship, you guys. What you're saying to people is that I don't like what you're saying, so I'm gonna do my best to get you off this channel, to silence you, to quiet your voice. And those of you who are backing that person up, if y'all doing it to one person, who's to say that they won't do it to you? Who is to say that if you say something that someone doesn't like, they're not going to do the same exact thing to you? See, that's how censorship works. That's how it works. Remember the story I told you the other day when I was at work? When it came for the gays, I said nothing. When it came for the blacks, I said nothing. When it came for the Jews, I said nothing. When it came for the women, I said nothing. When it came for the Chinese, I said nothing. The Irish, I said nothing. The Italians, I said nothing. And now that they're coming for me, there was no one to say anything for me. That's how it works. That's how it works. They come after people one group at a time. Some people are just test subjects to see how far they can go, how much they can get away with, how much of your rights and your voice they can take away from you and strip from you without anyone knowing or saying anything about it to back you up or to speak on your behalf. So when it's time to take your voice away from you, there is no one to speak on your behalf, because you have allowed everyone's voice to be silenced in hoping that it will help you keep yours. But when the powers that be, regardless of what powers that be, is ready for you to be quiet and you to sit down and bow down to their will, they come after you. And you realize there is no one there to protect you. There is no one there to speak on your behalf. That's how serious this. What the fuck is this car doing, yo? Jesus, go somewhere so I can get up behind your bitch ass. Yeah, that's how it works. That's what happens. Why are you? I should smack the shit out of your bitch ass. Sorry about that. That's how it works. Stop all this slick shading and slick censorship, because that's what it is. Let's call a thing a thing. It is basically censorship. I don't like what you're saying, so therefore let me try to silence you. I don't like what you're doing, so let me try to silence you. And you want to disguise it by having a moral high ground. But who are you to tell somebody what they can and cannot say, what they should or should not do? Think about your life. Think about how you're living your life right now and ask yourself, is this the karma that I am faced with based on what I've done previously? Yo, let me get to work. It was fun talking to you guys. And you guys know, I love all of my new subscribers. I love all of my day one subscribers. And you know I adore everyone in between. You guys, it is my honor. It is my privilege. I am humbled to have you come watch me, come spend time with me, to keep me company on these drives to work. I thank you so much for being here with me. I thank you so much for supporting me and blessing me with your subscribership. I want to thank you and let you guys know I am deeply humbled. I am deeply honored. You guys have a great day. Y'all be safe this this Labor Day weekend. And to everyone that's in the path of the hurricane tornadoes from from Florida to all across the South. Please be careful, be mindful. I will be praying for you. I have been praying for you, and I pray that you guys be safe, that no one lose anything that they cannot afford to lose, which is your life. Everything else is material. Everything else can be recovered. But your life is precious, so please take all the warnings and heed all the warnings that is given to you in the advisories. I love you guys. Be safe, be careful, stay blessed. I'm humbled that you guys have given me the time, your time and your energy. Thank you again. And as I always say, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and respect someone else. Y'all be good. Be good to one another. And the ones who you can't be good to, ignore them. They don't mean anything to you. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, it's your boy Food Junkie. Peace.